Hi, good morning and welcome to my channel. My name's Natalie and this is Sew Stitch Sew Nat. You can find me on Instagram as Sew Stitch Sew. I'll put it below. So you saw me 3 weeks ago, 4th of July I think it was. Today's Friday the... what date is it? It is Friday the 25th of July. I thought I'd hop on now because I knew I wasn't going to get any time past this day. Kids are at home, so I get interrupted. Husband's at home working, and I've had this week off, and I've been prolific on a particular project, and if you've been following me on Instagram you'll know which one I'm on about. Update to follow on that. Today I've got 2 finishes and 15 other projects, so about a third of my whips. So with the finish today I'm down to 51. The goal for the start of the year was to keep it under 50. That didn't happen, although I am craving a new start, but a small new start. So I might do the freebie from Midsummer Stitch, which I haven't got to hand, and we'll talk about plans at the end. If you're new to my channel, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you so much for spending time with me today. I tend to put out monthly updates. I was doing it 2 weekly. I found it wasn't really working for me, so if I know if I can dedicate one day a month to it, that's fine. I can sort of put it in the diary and make it work. Although sometimes I'm a little bit slow to edit, so sometimes it doesn't go up till the Sunday, so apologies. I found one tip was to try and keep it more regular, so we'll see what happens from now on. It just depends if I've got time to edit after I've recorded, which I know I probably won't have today, maybe later maybe. So what have I done this week? Went and saw Superman, like that. We're big superhero fans in this house, but my husband didn't want to see it, so I took the kids, something to do. It's been okay weather. Today's the nicest day out of the week, so but I was desperate to finish something and to come on and show you guys what I've done. Sorry, frog's got my throat. So yeah, I haven't had any new starts, and I've picked up 6 of my Christmas projects for Jolly July. Obviously we've still got nearly a week left, so I could potentially pick up some more of those, or revisit ones that I've already picked up, and I do have haul later. So my first finish, which doesn't come as a surprise to me, well actually neither of them do really, but it's Blackbird Designs. Blackbird, this is part of the Magic Mystery Tour, so I'm not taking it out of the packet. 3rd in the Magical Mystery Tour. And I was stitching this for SewMeSarah's birthday because I'd already stitched Strawberry Fields Forever, so I asked if I could do that instead. I stitched mine on a 25 count mushroom Nagana with classic colourworks Blackbird. Yeah, so it's not that much variegation, there is a little bit. Sorry, you're a bit further away today. Just trying to find a new setup that works, because I'm sat in my stitchy corner, although I haven't bought a board, which is probably a mistake. I'm just trying to put my notes down, which I then won't be able to see, so yeah, I've got it all in front of me, we're alright. Sorry, I was saying I've got it all in front of me, we're alright, and then I started having a coffee fit because I needed a drink. Yes, I could have put this in the middle, no, I'm not worried about it. So it's 28 count mushroom Nagana. It has been personalised, I don't think you can tell. Yeah, love that. Not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. It's a little bit big for a pillow, but we'll see. Haven't done anything with my Strawberry Fills Forever yet either, so I need to decide. And I used, on the 28 count, I used nearly 2 skeins, I think. Oops. Oh, Blackbird, ooh, I'm caught. Yeah, you definitely need more than one. So I'd say I'd use about 1.5. So I finished that Monday? I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I was watching SewMeSarah's latest Flosstube, and then decided let's just finish it. It was only about half an hour left on it. So yeah, that got finished. And like I said, if you've been following me on Instagram, you'll know I've been working on this one, which is the Aquarium by Luca-S. My last update was that I had the cross stitch to do, not cross stitch, back stitch to do. There's deceptively more back stitch than you think in there, and it's done with 2 colours varying in 1 to 2 strands. I found the chart quite easy to follow in terms of it had the colour line. So for the yellow colour that I used, I had 1 yellow and 2 for orange, and then the blue was like a light blue and a dark blue, to represent the number of strands. Got a board. This on a 16 count Luca-S kit fabric, and it's gridded. It's on like a beige or like a golden grid. I've taken out all the edging that I had on there. It's not been washed yet. So I'll bring you in a bit closer. So yeah, the back stitch just adds that little bit of definition, especially in the sort of like some of the other fishes, like this one that you can barely see, and a couple of others at the top. It just makes them look a bit feathery. So this is going to get washed. God knows what the neighbours are thinking with me sat on the sofa in front of the window. So it's going to get washed and professionally framed, hopefully. So I'm going to wash it. I need to wash it today. Hopefully get across tomorrow. Might work. Yeah, and then I can pick, yeah, plums. Right, so my 2 finishes, and that was 26,080 stitches for full coverage. I think it does tell you how many back stitches there are actually. 379 of the yellow. And 1,600 of the blue, which it didn't feel like that much, but anyway. And it's 10 inches by 10.19, so 25 by 26 centimetres. 57 colours. Comes on a very large pattern, and I've still got quite a bit of the threads left, especially on the blue card. I won't say there's enough to stitch it again, but you could work out a rough DMC conversion. You do need the sharp needle when you're going to do the back stitch though, because it was 2 strands over 1 on a 16 count. Haven't finished dekitting it yet, as you can tell, taking random things out. And I stitched it in a hoop. Right, should we do a bit of Jolly July? Normally I get really full swing into my Jolly July. I mean, technically it's a present, although it's a present for a birthday rather than Christmas. I did do some work on one of my Christmas presents. So this is Northern Needlework Expressions Twisted Christmas Sampler, and this is one with speciality stitches. It's on a 28 count even weave in taupe, and I put these bits in. I'd already done this. I'm contemplating swapping that out for the variegated thread rather than having the 3 different strands there. And then I had to do a bit of frogging here because I realised I've gone over 3 and not over 2. And then I've left the thread for the speciality stitches that I was doing there. So to go back, fill those in, finish this one off. So that is definitely on the to-do list before the end of July. So you'll probably see that next month. Because I won't be recording the last week of July until end of August probably. Yeah, just before the kids go back. Could be the week they're back, so it could be September, so it could be a long time. Next one is, this is my first Luca-S kit. This is Loly by Luca-S. I started this in Mania, so I remember asking which one should I stitch, because there's like a boy version and a girl version. It's on like I'd say it's a pearl grey. It is a Zweig Ada. 16 count. Ooh, the light's blowing. So I've got a load of hanging threads. So I've got her tummy to fill in, the rest of the scarf, her right eye, and earmuffs, and I've got legs, snow and arms to put in, so I've still got a fair bit to do. But it's relatively easy to get going on it. I've made a working copy, I just colour it in with pencil. This one has been giving me a little bit of sleepless worry, so I do actually need to measure it before I put it away. I kept meaning to get it out before I recorded. This is Glitter Village by, I know you're all saying at me, Country Cottage Needleworks. I'm doing them all together like this. I think SewMeSarah's nearly finished hers. I started it, when did I start it? Later on. I think I saw it on Nicola Bumble Stitch's channel and I really liked it. So actually it's a square, so I'm not so worried now that it's not got the right angulation. So I've got the top of the first house in, then I've got the tree to go here, so then that's that square. But so yeah, I've got it that way on. I'm hoping I've measured correctly, because I don't feel like I have, so because I've got quite a big border as well from here to here, so I need to check that. I mean, it's square, so hopefully I've done all the maths correctly. Yeah, so I said it's 177 stitches in total. I think that's both ways because they're square patterns. And that I needed 11 inches plus a 3-inch border, which is 17 inches. Yeah, time to get a tape measure out. I'll put it in whether I've got it right or not. Next is the one I think always that it's nearly done. It's not, it's only like 2/3 now I think, either. Which is Silver Creek My Christmas List. Doesn't say it on the front, only says it on the back. I'm stitching this on a 36 count 1/1. And it was my first 1/1 project. I think I just put in the words wrapping presents and hang your stocking in, which is down here. Had a moment where I wasn't sure if I was going to do all of it, but I think I am. I also started on the Gingerbread. So let's move this needle minder. It's going to be a problem to show, I think. Yeah, sorry, I've not ironed it and I really need a board. You can tell I've been using a hoop. So that's mine. Call for DMC. Country Vintage Mocha. In Edinburgh, isn't it? It's the Lynne version. That's that. Needle minder from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. Sorry if you can hear my kids upstairs. Next is Little Fox Stitching, Christmas Gingerbread Village. If I knew now, how's that saying going? I wouldn't have done it on this fabric, but anyway, it's massive. It's a 28 count even weave. Is that a Brittany? It might be a Brittany. Yeah, I only put like 60 stitches into this. I'm just under 50%. Yeah, just under 50%. I was trying to work out what it would take me to get to 50%, so it's more like 46%. So all I've done is added a little bit of white at the bottom. Took me a little while to find a rhythm and then started falling asleep. So I might revisit that before the end of July. Call for DMC. At the Christmas project I didn't pick up. So this is Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery Christmas Wreath. Now I started this, bought this after the stitch along, and I was inspired by a reseal from Coco Harmer Stitchery. She's not recording at the minute, to do it on a red fabric. So this is burgundy 32 count Murano. And I just filled in a bit more of the bow. So I think I finished off down here and started on this bit. So it's had an hour's worth of work on it. I'm roughly trying to follow where the sow was. So I know I've got to go round that way. So I'm just trying to get the bow in mainly at the minute. And that's stitched with Call for DMC. Just notice there's no back stitch on that pattern. Not that I mind back stitch, but yeah, we should do it go along because I hate doing it at the end. It was quite effective with the Aquarium because you could see how much had been brought on. In terms of the Christmas ones I didn't work on, Holly Jolly Kitchen by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, G for Gingerbread Man, the Gingerbread book from Stacey Nash, and I call it Coffee Shop Sal. It's the Liz Matthews one. I'm trying to remember if that's what it's called. Might be. It's a Dimensions kit. So I've got 4 other projects that I could pick up, as well as trying to do a little bit more on the ones that I'd already worked on. Ooh. It's funny, like, I've got past June and now I'm like, my notebook for next year, I'm like, I want to do this, I want to do that. What would I like to do better? There's definitely 7 things I would like to do better with it. Right, what have we got here? We have got In Friendship's Way, and I'm doing button box in honour of my great aunt, which I used to call my button auntie, and sit there and play a load of buttons in tins. I keep meaning to look up the colour of this fabric. Did I write it on? No, I still haven't written it on, sorry. It's a Zweigart Belfast 32 count. And it's printed on one side, so it's a vintage something. Vintage cream, do they do that? I've still got it in the Nerge. I've started on the house, and with one of my Lakeside order, they were doing a discount on DMC, so I was like, right, I know what I'm doing with this one. I'm kitting up this and I want these. So I was quite efficient. So I've gone a little bit rogue, I think. So this is Old Money, and I've gone all the way around with it, rather than swap it, because it was very brown, the one that I was meant to use, and I didn't like it. So I started on the bricks on the house. I was worried I wouldn't have enough, so I ordered a second skein of brown hen. Right, trying to work out how I can be more organised, Natalie. Right. Ooh. So this is... Ooh. It's going to be blooper in a minute, I swear. So this is the one I'm using. So that's the one I'm using. And that's the one that arrived. You can see it's a lot browner. It's not so creamy coloured. So hopefully I've got enough, or I could try and order it from somewhere else. I also ordered Old Money, which is fairly similar, so I think that's okay. I also ordered, I think it's called Lavender, which, yeah, got plans for the piece. And I also ordered another Old Marigold, and there's a lot of difference between, no, that's Old Brick. Is that why it's so different? Did I order the wrong thing? There is a correction for this chart as well, to do with the colour key. Old Marigold, Old Brick. It definitely says both on there. I think I've put the correction on there. Yeah, so I do need both of them. Okay, I'm over, I think. I just got confused. Because the bricks are both of those colours. Right, okay. So yeah, I think SewMeSarah, last time I saw her video, had finished the house and I started on the other side. I won't need all of this fabric. So I want to get back to that actually, so that's another contender for this weekend maybe, before I'm back at work. Yeah, it's busy, 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 busy. Yep. Right. That goes in there. I don't tidy up as I go along, I won't find anything. So next I was watching Flossysewsandgrows, and I stitched with thy hands. I've got 2 projects that I started as part of the Fun for 50 sale last year, with Sally. And I just did a little bit of work on the green and started putting some bordering. I think I might have put a strand in the house as well. And this is on 40 count Country Vintage Mocha Newcastle linen. Yeah, 1/2. It's only good light when I do this. I think I'm favouring 36 at the minute because I can do it in the evening. 40 I struggle a little bit. And I think I've gone right off for down, which I'm stitching 324, and I'm going to restart Nightingale's Song by Modern Folk Embroidery. So I've ordered, I'll see in stash haul. Next is my Alforus Embroidery Star Dragon. I'm stitching this as part of the Dragons for Mum sale for the Lancashire Stitcher. Although I've not posted it on Instagram, so yeah. Call for DMC 1/2, 36 count platinum. I won't need all the fabric, but it is quite big, so it's just a bit off the bottom, not much off the sides I think, which is why I've got a massive border that I've put in. And I did get it into Pattern Keeper. I think you just need to be, when you import it, just import stitches, don't import any overlap because it gets really confused. And just watch all the dimensions match going across and down. Although it does read each page as its own key, so I put the, is it 9 pages? No, I think there's more. Possibly 9. So I had to put them in 9 times. So there's only 4 colours in the chart, which are like a green, a khaki, and like a gold and a red. Lovely colours though. I've not put any red in yet, but it will come. It'll come. I tend to stitch that sometimes when I'm watching Lynne, and sometimes it'll be not long after watching her. Oh, while I'm just sat in front of the TV. It's an easy stitch. Let's save that. I was craving some block stitching, and I knew this piece had a fair bit in, and I was behind on my goals for the year, so I picked up Binky and Death, which is a present for the husband by Lindsay's Farm. You can find this on eBay as a kit or a chart. I bought it as a chart. I haven't got it into Pattern Keeper. I've not tried actually, I don't think, but I did print a copy of it, taped it together, but I've also got it on my GoodNotes, so I tend to stitch from GoodNotes. It's on a Cloud Summer Sky 32 count evenly fabric flare from Lakeside Needlecraft here in the UK. Sorry for the hanging threads. So yeah, just got the rest of the cape to do, then his head, and then Binky's head. It's relatively fast stitching, 2/2, core 4 DMC. Although I must admit, the red and the orange, these colours here, that's it. That's all you get of those colours. I ordered, yeah, full skeins. It's fine. More for the stash. If I'm good, I'll pick them out. If I'm not, I'll just go and buy them. I think particularly if it's a large project, I know it's going to take me time, I will just go and buy them. Next is my Possibilities Shack on the Shore, which Laura, Stitching by the Shore, and Karen Sewing Owl, I'll put it on the screen, who I saw briefly at Midsummer Stitch. Didn't get a chance to say hello though. So I've got all the DMC for this. So yeah, this is when I literally just bought them. Sorry. And I did buy 2 of the ones that had the most stitches as well, because it's just to give you, what did I put? I might put it into Pattern Keeper to get the stitch count, and then try to work out how many skeins I need. It's on a country, no it's not, it's on a pale blue linen Belfast 32 count by SewMeSarah, and I'm just working in the border at the minute. Definitely the board. My old one got destroyed accidentally. So yeah, that's that one. I'd say I've almost reached the other side, so I could possibly cut a little bit off this, but we'll see when I get there. And this is what I'm planning on taking on holiday, so I want to try and get the border in so I can get towards the block stitching. So in theory I could take some of this off. There's a job. Let's do Cabin in the Woods next. There's 3 more projects. So this is Cabin in the Woods, also by Possibilities. This one came out first. I started stitching this with Stitchy Sally for her birthday in December. She's finished hers. Go and check out her channel. Yeah, she's much faster stitcher than I am, and I really tend to stitch on it when I'm watching her. Let's take this out of the hoop. It's on a 32 count slate grey Murano by SewMeSarah. So you can see my outline border's in. I need to finish off the border, and I started working on some of the trees. 2/2 core 4 DMC. Yeah. Yeah, I love stitching on that. It's definitely a daylight project though. That's another one. Oh no, I've got some. You can tell when they're from stash because they're on the bobbins. although I have found if I've got them on the bobbins, I'll then take one, so I cut them in 8, and I'll take one of the 8ths off and just put them on a floss strop, because I find that easier to stitch with. So there's a mixture in there. Oops. And then, because I was at Midsummer Stitch, I wanted to do some work on Beachcomber by Lindy Stitches. So I started this at the Nashville Startathon. That's why my leg's going dead. Call for 32 count raw linen. Picture what's the call for. Yep. Check me out, going using the call for. Normally I don't. So I just put the last line of text in and did some more of the border, because I didn't actually spend that much time in there. I've watched some more of the content since. I won't be. I think I've got the physical retreat in September when the next one is, but I'll definitely be doing Jingle Ball. I think I got stage fright, not stage fright, like, I don't know. I sat in a room for a while, I didn't really talk, because the conversation was flowing. And then I think a load of people left because somebody was coming, I think someone was doing a live stream, about like 5 Flosstube. And then there's, I don't know, yeah. So I left. So yeah, stage fright got the better of me. And then I did go on later again, but I think I got Koi Carp out instead, because I want the aquarium, because I wanted to get that finished, and I found it easy to stitch than that, especially in artificial light. But yeah, I just hope when I'm in person in September I can just push past it. Because I know exactly what not Jacob, Darcy means when he sort of like has to push past it. I'm very much so like that as well. Okay, so I've got 2 more projects. I haven't got a cover photo of this one, I have to put one in. It's One Stitch at a Time by La-Di-Da. I'm not sure about the colours on this. It's on a, is it Rosings? Rosings Pile 36 count by Swan Bay Fabrics. My only piece of Swan Bay Fabrics. 1/2 on 36 count. But I'm not sure. I'm going to stitch a bit more, but I'm not sure about that bird at the minute, but we'll see. And as you can see, I'm on part 3/4, way behind. But I picked that up the other day for a bit, so I might stitch on that when I'm watching SewMeSarah next time. It's part of the stitch along for Across the Bond Facebook group, which I'm in. I don't really post that much in there. I haven't actually managed to make it to an online thing. Partially because I always forget the sign-ups are, then I don't sign up, and then I think, I'm not sure if the nerves would get the better of me as well. So yeah. And my last project is getting quite close to a finish as well. My travel waiting stitching, which is Gilmoreism Cell, should I say, by Forbidden Fibre Co. This was a sale, I want to say last year. I'm doing mine on a 32 count light blue merino. Call for DMC, because I didn't get the threads from Forbidden Fibre Co. Not sure about the bell, but yeah, anyway. So I am on Do You Want to Devil Egg Jessie's Car? So there's lots of block stitching on the car to do. Borders all in, and then I've got 2 more left, which is The Deer Hit Me and Sleeping with the Zakuni, or courgettes as we call them. So that's had quite a lot of progress this month. In the last 4 weeks. Because I was stitching on it while I was waiting for my son to finish school so I could pick him up in the car, because he hurt his leg and his wrist. He's finally all fit and healthy. Just don't injure yourself again, please. We've had too many hospital visits in the last 3 months, because he went over on it again, did more damage, and he's over that. And then my other son was complaining of like hip back pain. That's been resolved as well. And I can't remember if I said last time, we're on a bit of a health kick at the minute. It should be working quite well, so we'll see what the 6 weeks brings us. We did go out to Yo Sushi yesterday. We didn't eat as much sushi as we normally do, but did have the popcorn and stuff at the cinema. And then they didn't want to eat tea last night, so I was like, you gotta have something. Yeah, it's that fine balance, isn't it? Right, sorry. Plans and then haul. So plans, get the aquarium washed and framed. Maybe stitch on some of my other monthly goals, which was Binky and Death, Squirtle and the dog project. I'm missing one. Oh yeah, Darth Vader, who needs to finish gridding. That's Black Ada. No, it's black 25 count Lugana. Right. Oh yeah, and finish some more Joy July stitching, and then I'll probably get onto some summer stitching. Sorry, another coughing fit. So yeah, Jolly July stitching, and then some summer stitching. Right, I think they're the plans. So if you don't want to stick around, I'm going to do haul next. But thank you for coming along. If you like what you see, like and subscribe. And I will be back either the end of August or the first week of September. Right, haul. So off Amazon I ordered some mini stretcher bars, 8-inch Edmonds. Yeah, Edmonds. They changed the artwork of the. This is the old artwork. It's like a white colour now. But I probably will get some 9 inches as well. Yeah. So I've got like a counted canvas piece that I want to do. So I've got to finish the other counted canvas, but I was going to start stitching the sewing bobbin. So I've got that for that, and then I can also start on winter blues as well if I want to, because I've got that, and then have 2 frames. I want to see if they're compatible with the frames I've already got as well, and if they are, then I can mix and match as well. Because when I bought the original set, it's probably late 90s, and I naively bought one set of like all different sizes, and yeah, it's not square, but it's fine. What else have I got? I saw Ditsy Daisy Crafts Pam was using this kind of situation to track her projects, so I liked the idea and thought I'm going to try that. So I've got, this comes in like 6 colours just off Amazon with the ring binder as well, and then I've got lots of plain white ones, so I was thinking about doing them by year maybe. 2024 I was a bit prolific with new starts. This year I've calmed down. And then what else have I got? Sorry, another interruption. Youngest. Right, PDFs. So sorry, the printer butchered this one. But Love Poppet Going Coastal, bought as a PDF. And I also bought Everything Is Peachy. And the main one I went on there for, as you do, was Dreaming of Summer. I haven't decided when I'm going to start it yet. But yeah, we'll see. So I've got those 3. I also bought the Historical Sample Company, which I haven't printed off, which was the Sal. I'll pop it up, but you'll know which one it is. And then we were at the works and I bought the like scrapbook, that old C type papers. Oops. So yeah, I want to start doing a little bit of scrapbooking, I think. Inspired by Laura stitching by the shore. I've got so many things I haven't finished. I bought some fold away scissors, don't know what they're like. They had some stitchy scissors. Yeah, stitchy scissors. So I've got Sewing Is My Therapy, Got an Itch to Stitch, Happy Sew, You Got Me On Pins and Needles, and then like some buttons as well. So I thought I'd add those at some point. And then I also picked up a washi tape bundle. So yeah, definitely getting back into the bullet journal sort of. I never really fully got into it, but yeah, definitely leaning towards it. Where else? So I was in Ryman's yesterday, and they had, this is only 75p, so card and some, I've actually got it on the back, that was only £2 clearance. You like those? Sorry. I also picked up, there's 4 in there for the for the finishing that I want to do. I'm doing that again, sorry. Went into Flying Tiger. This was on sale and reduced, it's like a tablet case, but I thought, could be handy for holiday stitching. And then I also picked up some red stickers, so every time I have a finish I can put a red heart sticker. And what else? So yeah, like I said, the Lakeside were having a like discounted DMC skein. I think it's like 89p. So I picked everything up for Blue Geisha by Joan Elliott. I've already picked out the fabric. I need to check the dimension, but I think I'm okay. Which is the Pole Stitches 18 by 28 count 32 count Murano Lugana in Atlantic. So that's the one I've gone for. Yeah, I need to check. It's 12 by 16. So yeah, 6 and 10. Yes, it's fine. So that'd be the whole piece of fabric, I think. Well, potentially I could cut off a little bit off the bottom, so we'll see. I bought all the DMC. That wasn't for that. So there was a couple of extra ones that I bought, but these are to show you this. So they're the DMC threads for it. There's also one cryonic, which is my first cryonic on a board, and 2 lots of beads as well, which I think I've got some of these. I've used them before. I've probably got the gold, to be fair, but and then I also picked up 2 white for the quack along and 2 of the variegated for the twisted band sample. I've already got some of this in my stash. I can't remember if it was, yeah, I think that was on discount as well. I think that was that was the weekend after I recorded, and then I picked up some 36 count pearl grey in Edinburgh, so the linen, not showing it with white on there, I think. And then I found some of the, is it 40 count or 36 count? The Fabric Flare cream that I've been stitching my gingerbread men on. So I was very happy to find that. And it's, if I didn't say it was Fabric Flare. I'm stitching, this must be 36 count, I'm stitching 2 strands on the gingerbread men. So that gives me more options to get some more gingerbread men as well. I was going to get their 6 count white. Oh, I think I found some. Edinburgh linen to have to restart Song of the Nightingale. So that's in that bag ready to go. And then yesterday I saw a post on Instagram and went down a rabbit hole and had to have something this morning. So this is a little owlet stitch. They go by Toto Stitch. I'll put it on here. They're based in Taiwan, and you buy it off a website called Pinkoi. You just let you use your credit card, although it comes up in USD, so I'll probably have to pay a fee on that as well. And she was having they were having a 25% off. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but it's designed by, sorry I'm going to butcher this, Ting Chao Yang. I'm not sure Yang is the first name, but I picked up 3 patterns. So I picked up May. So if you like chatelaine, you'll like these. So it's all MPI, Karen Water Lily, Cryonic beads, the works. And that one's 101 by 101 on 32 count. Not come out very well, but I think it's called Cornflower and cornflower and something. This is a Taiwan butterfly collection. And then the main one I wanted was the August. Yeah, August. I don't think all the months are out. I think all the months are out. I know there's birthstones on there, and they're not all out. And I think they've said you can do it on a Zweigart as well, so it's not like and that one's obviously been stitched on Ada or mocked up on Ada. Yeah, love all the seashell colours that are in there. So yeah, it might take a little while to kit up because yeah, MPI and Karen Water Lilies and all the rest of it are not cheap. So I'll let you know on that one. I think that's it actually. Oh, historic. No, I did say that. Historical Sample Company. Oh, I know what I was wanted to say. Yeah, so I was watching. I can't remember who I was watching. I think I went down a rabbit hole of watching and then watching someone else and then watching someone else, and I ran into Crafty Emily's Long Dog Whip Parade from 3 or 4 weeks ago. In awe, absolute awe. I was just like, oh, my long dog's been. All my projects are calling to me. To be fair, it's the only odd ones that are just like nah. So yeah, I need to get back to my long dog. A, to check on it, and B, to actually do some work on it because I do enjoy it. And I think I've mentioned before I've got it into Pattern Keeper, so I just need to quickly check that and then I can carry on, I think. Same with the Glitter Village, really. I need to check that and then I know then that I'm okay and carry on. Yeah, I'll have to put a note in there to say you've checked this already now, you don't need to check it again, because I know I'll forget that I've checked it as well, which I think I might have already checked it once on the long dog. So yeah, highly recommend. Complete awe. Loved all the colours and the colour choices. So I might have found a new Flosstuber to watch. So I think I'm watching a second one at the minute. Way back when, 5 years ago, when we were all in lockdown. It doesn't bear thinking about. So yeah, I didn't do any other shopping at Midsummer Stitch besides the freebie. It's quite restrained. And you can tell butterflies are my thing. I don't stitch that much of them. But I have got some, I think I've shown before, there's a beautiful piece that I finished on even weave. I hadn't even realised I'd stitched on even weave when I came back to stitching. It's like, oh, I did this. Where did I do that? Where did it come from? I honestly cannot remember. But yeah, loved seeing it. I need to do something with that. There's quite a few pieces that I want to do something with. I really want to find the Christmas stockings as well. Yeah, not found them yet. We shall see. I think I really need to have a good blitz. We're going through this cycle of having a blitz every so often. The 2 other sofas that are meant to be in here arrive tomorrow, and then we decide whether we're going to have a coffee table or not. And then that is this room done effectively, although there's still boxes over there. I need to sort out my stitchy area behind me. Behind you there's another bookcase full of board games, which is the husband's thing. Actually used my lamp last night, which was good because I couldn't quite see to do the back stitching. Otherwise I wouldn't have been coming at you with 2 finishes today. And I'm waffling on and told my son I'd only be 10 minutes, and I think I've been longer than that. So bye for now. Oh, I know what I meant to mention. Summer of Stitching. I think that's what Laura called it, from Cotton and Clay, or Butterfly Stitches here on YouTube. I haven't opened any of them yet, and I think I do want to do something on camera, although I also need to post it on Instagram. I've got them and all that jazz. So yeah, I might do a recording. So when we signed up for the box, it should have started on Monday. Unfortunately Laura got delayed, so we're starting next week. So yeah, I'm going to be pretty busy the next 4 weeks. So I'm not sure how things are going to work. Yeah, I'd rather open them weekly, but then I won't be able to do anything on here for it. And I really love Laura and her products. So yeah, I haven't got Needle Reminder of the Month. Could be quite easily tempted into that one. Right, I'm croaking again, so I'm going to say bye for now. Happy stitching.